When it comes to dealing with parole or probation, for many, one major concern is how much is this going to cost me? And with the government tacking on user fees to things like parole or probation, facing those obstacles can be even harder, or it could mean a trip back to jail. Our Nixon Norman looks into claims about a supervision fee. She's live with us now. Nixon, tell us about it.
Kenesha, earlier today, I spoke with the director of the Bureau of Pardons and Paroles. He expressed to me that these fees, these supervision fees, in his opinion, are outdated and most of the time aren't even enforced, meaning that parolees who can't pay this fee most likely won't be sent back to jail. Here's part of my conversation with Director Cam Ward. Earlier this month, Beth Shelburne, an investigative reporter, journalist, and writer based in Birmingham, Alabama, tweeted, quote, "People on parole in Alabama have to pay a $40 monthly supervision fee to their parole officer, or they can be revoked and sent back to prison." We'll be doing more reporting on this in 2023. This claim piqued our interest here at Fox 54. So we reached out to the Bureau of Pardons and Paroles, where we spoke with Director of the Bureau, Cam Ward. He clarified that there is such thing as a supervision fee, and it goes towards what's called a probationer's upkeep fund.
It's the probation or upkeep fund. It's for both people on parole and who are on probation. Someone on probation who never went to prison to begin with, or someone on parole who was in and got out. But it's a probation or upkeep fund, yeah. And it was established in 1977, I believe.
Although the collection of these fees has been written into law, the everyday reality of actually collecting that money looks a lot different than it does on paper.
I think when they passed it in the 70s, it was a way to cover the expenses of supervising people on probation and parole. Honestly, I don't think it's that important. And if I had my choice, and I've mentioned this to lawmakers, I've mentioned this to the finance department, I just as soon do away with it.
In recent years, the ability to mandate and enforce the payment of this fee has faded.
In my experience, it's almost never enforced. I mean, if you can't afford to pay it, just not collected.
That's not to say it would or could never happen, but as Ward is about to explain, it's very rare.
Now let me do a caveat though, Nixon, because I think this is very important. If someone is on probation, a judge who is also supervising their probation can easily say, "Hey, you didn't pay your fee, therefore you're going to get revoked and go back." Now that could happen. But I will tell you, really, since 2015, when the law changed a lot to remove that mandatory enforcement, I don't know a single person on parole probation. There may have been one I don't know about, but if it was, it's very rare, if ever, if someone been revoked for that particular fee.
As for the future of these fees, well, there doesn't seem to be much of one, with Ward citing that each year the amount of money collected from these fees decreases anywhere from 20 to 27%.
My opinion is that fund will probably just eventually just dry up.
For more information on supervision fees and parole and probation in general, head on over to fox54.com. Live in Huntsville, Nixon Norman, Fox 54 News.